Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. And I am going to sit down and do some coloring. And I thought maybe you would all like to come along with me. I'm going to be coloring in the Chibi Girls color book today by Coco Woy? I don't know how you say that. Anyways, I have picked out a picture that I want to color. I was just watching Countrygals coloring, or can't remember her channel name for sure. I will try to remember to link it in the description box below. But this is the picture that I have chosen for today. And I know the camera is upside down for all of you compared to other ones. I don't know how the other people do where the camera points down this way. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out. But anyways, I was watching Countrygals coloring, I believe the channel's name is. And she was doing a color and chat. And I have done them, of course, in the past. You all know that because you've watched and you've listened and colored along with me. But I haven't done one in quite a while. And so she did one that I watched last night. And so I thought, you know, I think I'm going to do one today with all of you. So, I don't know how long this video will last. I don't know if it's going to be super long. I know hers was like an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. And I don't expect anybody to stay on through the whole thing because that's a long time. But I just thought I would like to see if I could finish this whole picture while doing the video with you guys. And probably I'm not going to be able to because, first of all, I don't know that I've ever colored for an hour straight without stopping and going to do something else. I really don't. And sometimes I feel guilty to have videos that long, although you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to. So it's Sunday afternoon here. It is 2 o'clock. And the husband went for a drive in his pickup with his brother-in-law. They went out to the ranch. It's duck season. And so they're setting up their blinds. That's where you sit when you're duck hunting. And I don't even know if my husband will be able to get into the blind to duck hunt this year, but he just loves to even go out, you know, out to the ranch and piddle around. And so it's kind of windy out there today, actually. It's supposed to be a high of 72. So when I open the door, it's not cold outside by any means, but it is windy. In fact, the wind's just blowing. I hung up a sign, like a fall wooden sign outside the front door. And every once in a while, the wind blows and knocks it against the wall. First time it does that for the year at the beginning of the winter year or whatever. It always startles me for some reason. Then you kind of get used to it. But Jenny was barking the first time it happened. Now she's kind of used to it too. So I told myself I was going to go to Yuba City and go to Joann's today while my husband was gone. And I need some more lace. I'm running out of lace. And I feel like Joann's has the best deal on lace. I get those spools of lace for like $2.99. They're so cheap. It's crazy. And I was going to go, but then I was like, I really just don't want to go. I'm like that every weekend. I just don't want to go now. Like if I lived closer to the store, I might go. But yeah, it's a 40-minute drive for me one way. So then I'm like, do I really want to spend almost 2 hours just doing driving? You know, I just don't know. So I hope I have this centered so that you guys can see me coloring. I like to outline mine just like you did when you were in grammar school. So I outline it with marker and then color it in with pencil. I don't do that with everything, but with some things I do. And these are, because some people ask me, these are the Prisma coloring pencils. I love them, but they are kind of expensive. I got this set of 72. I think it was $110, and I had a 30% off coupon at Michael's. But the thing is, and you can buy them individually if you want later, but my Michael's doesn't have a really good selection, but Hobby Lobby does. So I might try to make a point of going to Hobby Lobby next week. I don't know. I don't know. I watched, last night, we watched the movie called The Greatest Showman, and it's a musical. I'm not sure who the stars are, but it's kind of like the true story of Barnum and Bailey, and but it's a musical. And I watched it at my son's when I was in Montana, and I liked it so much that I decided to buy it. All right, let's see. I think I want to do pink. I wish I had, who did I see? Somebody hold a pin case where they, stand up all their pins and markers. I was like, oh, I need me one of those. Can't remember who it was. But, so we watched The Greatest Showman yesterday, and that was good. And then this morning, we watched the musical Annie, Orphan Annie, and it had Carol Burnett in it. I don't know the little girl's name with the curly red hair, but we watched that this morning. I don't know why I watched 2 musicals in a row, but I like on cloudy, stormy days to watch movies. And it's really not even that cloudy or stormy right now here. It's just a little windy, but I'm in the movie mood, So, yeah, we watched 2 movies, and I'll probably watch another one, too. So. One thing about these pencils, they do wear down really super fast. So, but I do need to replace some of them. I don't know if I could buy it online. I bet you I could. I didn't even think about that. I bet you I could just order them online. That would be the easiest. I might try that after I get off of here. I might try ordering them just from Hobby Lobby and see if I can get them. At first, I never used to like to do anything that I had to do skin tones. And then I was using different different pencils for skin tones. And they were not coming out right. And I finally found some markers that I really like that are skin tones. And I'll show them to you in just a minute. And now I'm looking for some more alcohol-based pens that are as smooth as the ones I have for skin tones. They're just wonderful. I know that a lot of colorists do like shading in several colors. I'm not at that level. See, now this kind of throws me for a loop with this eye here. I don't know what I should do. I don't know. So these are the dual tip skin tone markers. They are from Peter Popper Press. And they are lovely. They're so nice. So I've been using those, and I use them actually for, you know, like trees. Here's the one side. I don't hardly ever use that side. And then here's the other side. But they are just so smooth. And it's funny with this paper that is in the chibi paper. For some reason, when you first color it, you see it looks really dark. And then as it dries, it lightens up. It's the craziest thing ever. It does that with the yellows too. The yellows look horrible, and then when they dry, they look great. I don't get it. But, yeah. I don't know what to do with that eyeball, though. I wonder if it shows. Let me see something. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know. It still hasn't been cool enough for me to want to do some baking. I love to bake. Hubby and I are trying to watch what we eat and not eat so much sweets and carbs, sugars, you know. And we've been doing pretty good. So that's why I kind of haven't been baking either. But I can bake and take to work, but I did one week. I did that apple cake, which they didn't seem to like. I don't know. But I don't know. Jenny is over laying in my husband's chair. Since he's not home, she's laying there. And she's part of the reason I don't want to go to Joann's, because I feel bad locking her up in the crate when today's her no crate day. She actually let me sleep in till 7:15 today. Oh my gosh, that was so wonderful, because I usually get up at 5:30 for work. And then on the weekends, I love to sleep in, but since we got her, I think we've had her for 4 weeks now. I haven't really been able to sleep in. Well, last night, I didn't go to bed until like 11:30. And I actually would have stayed up later, but then I was feeling like, oh, I need to go to bed because I need to get sleep so that I can get up in the morning. And so I went to bed at 11:30. And she's usually super hyper when I get home from work. And so like Friday night, I was so tired. I'm always really tired on Fridays. And so she was so wound up because she had been, 5 days of being locked in the crate during work time. And I come home on my lunch and I do let her out to run a little bit, but it's not very much. And then she gets crated until I get home. It's like 6 o'clock, 6:30. And so yesterday, Friday, she was so wound up. And at 9:15, I was beat. I just wanted to go to bed. And she was running around here like a crazy girl. And so then yesterday, 9 o'clock, she's all mellow because she'd been out all day. So she didn't feel that cooped up feeling, you know. It's funny when all your kids move out of the house and you replace them with a pet. Oh, and my son is coming from Montana for a very short visit. I'm so excited. He's delivering his other brother, my other son. He's delivering him 2 horses down here. They were going to meet in Idaho and drop and switch there, but my older son talked him into coming because he wants him to kind of like help him get everything situated and make sure that he has everything set up right for the horses. And my younger son originally said, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't afford to take that much time off of work. And, you know, and I told my husband, my older one was going to talk him into still coming all the way. And he did. But I'm not going to complain because now they're all coming and I get to visit with everybody. I have pink lemonade in here. It still tastes kind of funny because I just brushed my teeth. You know when you first brush your teeth, how things taste funny. Okay. I think I'm going to do this heart purple. Pink, purple, and red always reminds me of... This almost looks like a, you know, like a Valentine picture. But I liked it, so I thought we could color it together. So my cat Taylor, she's getting old. She is old. She is 17. She just looks old, you know. And her claws are always, so my husband says she can't retract them anymore. I don't know. I've never heard of that before. But I watch her walk around and they're just like poking to the carpet and stuff. And so she literally, that I have found, she's lost 2 of her claws. They just come out. So I don't know if it's like people when they get older, how their teeth fall out, you know. I don't know if that's the case with her claws, but she's literally lost 2. But, you know, it's not like she's going to go outside and hunt or anything. I let her outside today for a very short time because we have some wildcats around here. And they are good for mice control, but they're kind of mean to my cats. And so I don't like to leave Taylor outside because there's one tomcat and he's just really aggressive. And he's around here sometimes. And then we have a big family of raccoons. They only come out usually at night. But, so I don't let her out at all. And Andy is probably 18, 20 pounds. He's a big old cat now. All of a sudden, he just like really got big. And I let him out sometimes, but he ends up, I used to blame it on the wildcat, but then I watched him the other day and he just walks out there and just starts a fight. So I don't like to let him out either because then he just starts a fight. So if that wildcat would ever go away, then I would let mine out more. But I don't like to let them out at nighttime no matter what because there's too much wildlife around here. We had a mountain lion walking down our driveway, and then we have those, what do you call them? A bobcat. There was a bobcat in the walnut tree right across from my driveway. And they would just have my cats for a snack. Or even Jenny. So actually after dark now, I take Jenny out on the leash always. So she doesn't get to go outside without the leash. But if she doesn't go outside, she has the pee pads and she does really good on them. So I'm very proud of her for that. All right. Okay. What color am I going to do her hair? Let's see. It dried up a little where you could see where I stopped. I wonder if I can fix that with this. I wonder if I just go over it like this, if I can fix it. I don't know. We'll see. I probably have to do the whole thing because it'll be darker or something, but hopefully it'll take care of, because it left a mark. So what is all of your guys' weather like back there? A lot of people already getting snow. My son got snow, but it already melted. I love the stormy weather. I know, like, my friend Kathy, she loves summer, so she doesn't like winter, but she's upstate New York, and so they do get severe winters, really cold winters. So she gets tired of the snow. I would too if I lived in it all the time, but you know I don't live in it, so that's why I like it more, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to make this Chibi Girl's hair brown from my skin tones. So, and see, it's the pin is drying, and so then it dries a lighter color. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. I'm definitely not a colorist like some of these other ladies are. Oh my gosh. I just love to watch them color because they're so good at it. I'm gonna switch it to the other tip. I made ribs in the crock pot last night, and they turned out really, really good. And I had made a roast in the crock pot a few days ago. So today is Sunday, and we are going to have leftovers. I am not in the mood to cook tonight. And my husband is the easiest person in the world to cook for. He doesn't care. He likes whatever I make him. Oh, my other grandson, Jackson. A lot of you know Jackson from Instagram and Facebook. His parents just won't let me put him on YouTube. And that's okay. But anyways, he started T-ball. And I haven't made the games yet because I had to close the store on Friday. So his games start at 5:15. And I normally get off at 5:30. But I could leave a few minutes early. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow for Monday. I'm going to go to his game. And just get off work like 10 minutes early. And get over to the other side of town. And watch him. My son said he's had 3 games now. And at first he just liked to hit the ball and run the bases, but he didn't like to be in the outfield. But my son said he's getting better now. So I can't wait to go watch him. It'd be so darn cute. And I think my other grandson, Tristan, he also is doing T-ball, but they live in Yuba City, so it's hard for me to make the games because by the time I get there, they're all done. But I'm gonna ask my daughter-in-law if he has any weekend games, because if he does, I could go to those. They're moving into their new house this weekend. They've been moving for 3 weekends in a row, but they bought a house on 49 acres, so they have more room for everything. And the house they moved out of had 3 bedrooms. This one has 4 bedrooms. So it will be nice because each of their kids will have their own bedroom, and then they have their own bedroom. Growing up as a child, we always had 4-bedroom houses. But there was 4 of us kids and my parents, so that meant that 2 people had to share. So it was always me and my little brother shared, because my sister was 10 years older than me and 14 years older than my little brother. And my brother was 12 years older than me and 16 years older than my little brother. So they gave the 2 older kids their own room, and then my brother and I, my little brother and I, were 4 years apart, and we shared a room. But then my oldest brother, he got married when I was 10, and no, I was younger than that. I was 8, because he was 12 years older than me, so he was 20 when he got married. And so he moved out, and I was 8, yeah. And so when he moved out, I moved right into his room. So I only shared with my brother for 4 years, because I'm 4 years older than him. But when he was born, we shared the same room for 8 years. So, and then, like I said, when my older brother moved out, then I moved into his room. And then, like a year later, my sister moved out. Then we had an extra bedroom. But then my oldest brother and sister started having kids after that. And so then my mom set the extra bedroom up for my nieces and nephews. I think I was 12 when my first niece and nephew were born. So my brother and his wife and my sister and her husband, their first child, each one of their first child is only a month apart in age. So when my mom got a grandbaby, she got 2 right away. And then a couple of years later, she got 2 more from my brother and sister. That's like they had them at the same time. And then my sister didn't have a third, but my brother and his wife did. Then I had kids. My youngest brother doesn't have any children. I always wanted a big family with like 10 or 12 kids. I always thought it would be cool. One of my friends growing up in high school, there was only 4 of them, but then her parents had foster kids, and then they ended up adopting a couple of the foster kids. But their house always had like 10 kids around, and I always thought it was so fun to go over there. I mean, as a parent, I think that would be a lot of work. But I think it would be fun. I don't know. How many of you are from big families? And did you like it growing up, or? I have 4 kids, and I gave birth to 2. And I inherited 2 from their father. So when I married their father, he already had 2 kids. And I never called them my stepkids, and I still don't, because they were so young when we got together. And I never call them my stepkids. They're just my sons. So that gave me 4, but I only gave birth to 2. And I don't know. If I would have been in the right circumstances with enough money and a husband that would have helped out more or something, I don't know. I would have liked a big family, but Big families are very expensive too, you know. Even with 4 kids, it was super expensive. All right, there's her hair. What are we at? 30 minutes already. I feel bad to have you guys on here this whole time. Let's see. I'm going to give her red shoes with black soles. Some things I use the Sharpies for, or whatever, the markers for the whole thing, and sometimes I shade them in with colored pencils. Just depends on my mood for it. So we had our first Halloween fall collab that Kathy and I are putting on, and it was pocket letters, and I love doing pocket letters. They're so easy, and you can get so creative with them. And so we had, I don't know how many, I think 15 of us, and maybe 16 in this collaboration. So we decided not to turn anybody away. And it was interesting to see how different everybody makes their pocket letters. Some are very simple, or very plain, or maybe I want to say clean. And then others are very, very decorated up. Okay, I don't have a black marker, I don't think. I don't know what happened to it. I am going to use pencil. Excuse me. Excuse me. That wind, even if you're not outside, still gives you allergies. There's dust all over in my house. Before I started making this, darn it, see, this is what I don't like, is that with these softer pencils, they break easy. And somebody told me like the Crayola pencils are a harder pencil and they don't break as easy. So if I can get a good flow on those, I might just use those. I did buy some, and I might just use those. And they are way cheaper. I'm going to use pink. So I did her socks, a red and a pink stripe. And then I think I'll use a crayon to do the other part of the sock. See, some of my pencils are already down really short. I think I'm going to do some of the hearts pink too. I have to go to town today no matter what to get treats for Taylor, because when Jenny gets her treats, now Taylor wants her treats. And I think part of it is because she's so old now, she doesn't like chewing on the hard cat food. It hurts her teeth or something. I don't know. So I need to get her some more of the soft chew treats. And oh, why my grandkids are here and my son from Montana, we are going to celebrate Savannah's birthday. So I think we're going to do it at the bowling alley. It's just easier that way too, you know. You don't have so much cleanup, and can order burgers and fries and stuff and eat right there. And my kids always find it funny to bowl against me because I used to bowl on a league. So last time I beat all of them. All my big old grown-up sons, 6'6" or whatever. And I kicked their booty. My one son, Brad, Jackson's dad, he used to bowl with me. We bowled on a league together. It was fun, but then, you know, it takes a lot of your time up too. So we didn't, we did it for a few years. And then we got busy with other things, and so we quit doing it. And even though it was just like once a week, it seemed like, oh my gosh, really? I have to bowl tonight? Now, who knows? After I retire, probably would love to join a bowling league again. If I lived closer to my son and daughter-in-law in Montana, they love bowling. They would definitely join a league with me. Or at least my son would, and my daughter-in-law would come and watch with the kids or something, but she would probably like to do it too. But yeah, my kids like to bowl. All of them like to bowl. And golf. They all like to golf. I don't golf, but I kind of want to start learning how to golf now. Man, that wind is howling out there. It's crazy. All right. You know what, folks? I think I'm going to finish this up on my own, and I will show it in my finished pages on November 1st is when I'm going to post that, because I don't feel like I want to keep you on here any longer. But she's turning out cute, I think. And so thanks everybody for stopping by and chatting with me. And I will talk to you guys all again soon. Bye-bye.